Hola. Okay, just want to straighten out a few things here. My video quality is looking crazy. There we go, that's a lot better. All right, well, Sonia, we're gonna paint ourselves a bird. 6:38. I don't want to feel like I'm rushed or anything. As you can see, no picture up there. This is over here. All right, give us room to paint the bird. The bird will not be a robin. It will be an waxwing. That's what they call the bird. So, yeah, the bird is truly the word. Bird is actually truly the. Let's turn this on so you don't get to look at that. Bird is definitely the word. The waxwing is a very unique looking bird. It's this really soft gray. The back part is a darker gray, and then he's got this kind of reddish thing happening. He's got these little quill things on the top. He's got a very interesting mask and beak. So this ought to be pretty fun to paint. So we will get right on to it, and we'll have a completed painting. I didn't know we spent over 2 hours just doing the background and the flower, but you know what? It's all good. So, what's going on, Billy? We're gonna paint a bird. I did everything else hours earlier, so we'll paint a bird today. All right. I don't think I've painted this many animals in a single year as I've painted in the past few months here. So, don't know why, but I did. Okay, on the bottom, the upper left, it will be cad red, some kind of lemon yellow, cobalt blue. That's not titanium white, it's chalk white, and black. All right, so we're gonna mix up our gray. We're gonna flesh this guy in. Okay, and well, we'll just go for what we know, really. All right. So, hey, how you doing, Mo? We're painting a bird, Mo. I did the. I don't remember if you were here or not, but I think you were. But we did the flower and the wood grain earlier today. All right, we're gonna use a round brush, regular round brush. All right, and we're gonna gather ourselves up plenty of gray. We'll put it right here in the center. We'll get a little bit of black. We'll pop that in there, like so. Let's hope that this white is thick enough to cover up that wood grain. We're about to find out right now. All right. No water or anything like that. We're just gonna go right straight into it. This bird is rather straightforward. It has very, very fine I don't know if you would say silhouette, but it's very sharp. There are no like loose feathers or anything like that. All right. Since the bird is mostly gray, I can kind of flesh him out pretty much like this. Mostly gray. Now here on his back end here, I'll go a little bit lighter. All right. So right up around here, it's a different color, and we'll just tap like this. His back end got these little tuft feathers up under here, like so, right to where his leg would be, like that. And it's a little light, so I might as well put it in there right now. There's a little bit of light there, lighter gray anyway, like that. we'll kind of pop it in like this. Okay. And like I said, his wings and everything, they're pretty much, everything's really sharp and crisp with this particular photo of this bird. Okay. And we'll gray out the wings here. Or we're going towards the underbelly of the bird here. All up under here. Pretty much straightforward with this bird. And like I say, it's mostly gray, but it does have some pretty unique markings on it. And we'll put that in there, but once again, his edges are very sharp. They're very crisp. And who knows, I may fluff them up a little bit, but that will be just artist freedom there. If I'm to do it that way. And it seems like this white is thick enough to cover up that wood grain, which is good. That's a good thing. All right. I'll take a little bit of white and we'll fluff some of those rounded edges in there of him, all back here. Get a little touch of white. Just like that. Come up around in here. Okay. All right. We're going to go up by his head. All right. Where his beak is here, or what's going to be represented as his beak, up around in here. Just like that. Come up around here. Now, where his back is, it kind of comes to a point. It gets a darker gray in that area. We're going to come up around here where his head is, which would be right around in there. Let's have him peek out a little bit more like this. All right. We'll get a little touch of water. Gather some of this paint here. All right, and we're going to come up. Now his little quills are separate. So you got one here, one here. It's got one coming out here. Oh, right about there. Don't worry to come back. It'll come back. Panic not. And there we go. It'll come back. All right. The back of his head. Got a little peak there. And then just round that off a little bit better. He got a little round head there. So I'm running out of paint, so let's pop this in here real quick. All right, like that. We're going to get to a little bit of a darker gray. Right where his wings would be. We're going to come up around here. Like that. In here. Get it as close as possible. As I'm doing this, right here, you got some dark going on in here, where his wing kind of shoots out here. get some more. Once again, he has a pretty tight look about himself. Let's get a little touch of water. It's one of the advantages of working with thick paint. Let's tighten that up a little bit. All right. Then we're going to come up around in here. All right. Let's brush that into the other gray a little bit, like so. Now you'll see the light patches and stuff around here. It's just the paint that's wet. All right, so we'll get to that and correct what we need to correct there. All right, a little more white. Let's get some more gray going down here. A touch of white will lighten it up a little bit more. All right, and because this bird is kind of his silhouette is kind of strong, and he is gray, so hey Madonna, how are you? It's good to see you guys. All right, as I'm looking at things here, I guess we can get to doing a little coloring and covering here. So as I'm looking at the bird, get a little shading going on here. So there's certain things that I'm checking out and I'm looking at here, shading wise. Once again, I'll take a few little liberties, but not too much, because the bird does have interesting markings. So, as we get towards, we'll come up in here. We'll get a lighter gray going. It will appear white, but it's not. And we'll throw in some little tufts of stuff out of here. Little tufts. Okay. Then we're going to come here very lightly. A little thin here. Bring some of that in there like that. Get a little bit of water going to our gray area here. And we're going to smooth that out with that gray. Just like that. Smooth it on out. And when it dries, you'll still see some of the tones underneath it. All right. And we're going to come around there in this edge. Now, it starts to get a little reddish all up in here around the head, around this area. It looks really unique. Okay. Now I'm getting a little bit of black, a little touch of this gray here. Different variations of gray, really. Okay, up around in this area here. once again, a lot of this will make sense as we move on. You'll see. And because the bird is mostly gray, there's a few things I can kind of get away with, and that's what we're doing right now. Back here, well, let's get a little water. We'll dip a little water. Make kind of a glaze first for his tail. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to meld that edge in a little bit. Now while it's still wet, get some water here. And in between its edge here, kind of blend that out. Blend it right out. So you kind of want a soft blend in there. And you'll see as I move along here of why I did it that way. All right. Okie dokie then. This is a very odd bird color-wise because there's not really much feathering detail. He's kind of straightforward, this bird. And you'll see as I paint her in. Get some extra feather tufts by doing stuff like that. And we're going to come down here like that. All right. Very odd. Birds that are multicolored like this, even if it's just a little bit, you have to bring out the paint just for this little bit on this bird. Yes, you do. It's kind of crazy, I know, but it is what it is. This is sometimes what you have to do when you paint wildlife, All right. And since we have this black going on, I might as well do the rest of what needs to be black anyway, and what I can get away with this brush. All right, so I'm looking at the picture right now, seeing where I have to end this. So I gotta be careful. Just get a little bit of water. Now I could use a finer brush for this. I don't want to. I'll just hold this one more forward here. All right. Once again, as I go along with this, and you see me do this, you'll understand why. Gets a little tricky here. I gotta look at the bird a certain kind of way here. And straight on across. And here we go. Like I say, he doesn't have really many like floating feathers or anything. He's pretty straightforward, this guy. All right. But he'll start to shape up, and you'll see as we do this. When you do a bird that's multicolored like this, you take it in stages. All right. All right. Okay. And you'll see as I do this, you'd be like, oh, that's a little much. But you know what? You take it in pieces, really. And things will make a little sense to you. Take it in little pieces here. Let's bring that out a little bit more like that. Okay. Here's where it gets kind of strange here. And here we go. I just got to look at my placement here. And now I'm going to go to a script liner. Let's put this one back over here. Let's go to the script liner. The paint I will use, the white paint I'm using is a little thinner than all right. As I'm looking at it here, seeing any more, not around the wing area. But we're gonna use a little bit of red. And the red is right here. I know it's crazy, but it will make a little sense as we go along here. All right. Hey Doris, how are you? Oh, you seen what they look like? Yeah, they're pretty crazy, right? It's nuts. Madonna. All right, where am I? Okay. A little bit of yellow. I have to pull the yellow out. We'll put the yellow right here. And we have to get some white with that yellow, beef it up a little bit. All right. And right here at the tippy tip, right in here. All right. Right where the, almost where the bottom of the white is, you're gonna get a line there. A line there. And we're gonna go downward, just like this. And it goes all the way down to the wing. I'll get a little bit of water, put it in there, twirl my brush around. Keep it going, take your time. All right. I'm still looking at her. Got it here. All right. Yes, I did see it, Doris. I am really busy. I'm gonna really read in depth about your email and see if I actually do have that the time to do it. Even just to be in the class. I'm gonna see, and I will definitely let you know one way or the other. Usually my Tuesdays are pretty free, just not this Tuesday. But at that time of night, I should be okay. Now, I am using water with this. All right, right up in here like so. All right. I'm gonna come over here, brighten that up a little bit. Like I say, it'll get darker as it dries, so you're all right. Come up in here, pop some, a little bit of shading in here, go out like this. Then bring it down like that. All right, okay. Take some more of this toward the back here, and we'll add some of that love right here. It help round out the head a little bit too. All right, some like that, and we'll narrow it out a little bit. Get a little bit of black. Let me see here. outline here like that. Put another one here like this. And all right, something like that. All right. We're going to outline his beak and part of his mask. Now we got something pretty tricky in the inside of his his beak. But I'm going to outline everything in black so I can get it right. So we'll do it like that for right now, and we'll blacken all of this in. There's a reason why I'm coloring all of that black, so that the white can sit on top of this. Now, earlier in my painting venture, I really wouldn't go all out like this for a particular animal because I was one of little patience. Not a good thing. Just to let you know, not a good thing. If you're going to do an animal, do it right. As best to your ability, do it right. Okay? At least give the effort that you're trying to get it to be as authentic as you can anyway. Okay. Something like so. All right. Let's get a little bit of light gray. Usually when I do animals or whatever, and I spend a little more time than usual on them, I don't know if I tend to lose people or not, but I know it's not the most exciting thing for most people to notice or to watch. All depending, if it's your thing or not. Okay. We can get it a little bit brighter. Let's brighten that up a little bit more. And I'm looking at it as I'm doing it. I know I'm not in you guys' way, so I know you guys can check it out. And yes, his legs are way back here, believe it or not. All right. Then we're going to come back here. We're going to brighten that up a little bit. Like so. All right. It matters. How you doing? Tommy, what's going on? I don't want to intentionally miss anybody. I know we got Sonia and Madonna. Lisa B, hey, how you doing, Lisa? Pork chops. Listen, what's going on, Paul? Listen, you need to email me a piece, bro. At least take a high-res photo of it. All right. Let me stop teasing and get on with this. Wrap around in here. All right. This beak is a trip. I'm not even going to lie. And yes, it's got this crazy design. It's crazy. All right. And I have to pretty much use thick paint here at this point. It's got some designs, I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, the designs actually look like that on this bird. No lie. It's crazy. So we might as well start the painting his mask. Once again, the bird is called a waxwing. So if you guys want to Google to see what this guy looks like. Okay. And no, you will not see too much of his eye because his eye is within this black marking. Okay. All right. You guys can do this. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I promise you, you guys can definitely do this. All right. And there's really no other way around painting this guy. He's pretty much this straightforward. Okay. We're gonna strengthen up those little. That's a big lot of paint. But we're gonna tighten up those up here a bit. All right, we got that. We got that. We got these guys. So we might as well pop one of his legs in. His bird feet foots. He's got another one here. Middle feet foots. The third foots, as Mr. Ross would like to say. Like that. Just making sure everything's cool, everything's right. All right. All right, something like that here. All right. Let me see here. Still looking. All right. I'm going to tighten up and brighten up that white, maybe just a little bit more. All right. Still looking, still examining some things. We're going to start to do some glazing of the light red. Okay. Even up around in here is a grayish red. And we're gonna put some of that in there. All right. All right. Her one hair paintbrush. She does, I think she's doing an owl now, I believe. Usually I would have to be up pretty early in the morning to watch her do her thing. Like 6 or so. Just strengthening up the area that's kind of bright here. Like that. Alright. I think we're going to go right back to the round brush now. We'll put this guy back over here. Let's go to our round brush. We're going to mix that gray and red together. Now we're going to get a touch of black, touch of white. A little water. We'll glaze it up a bit. All right. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. Sorry. I am looking at your text, checking them out as I'm doing this. Oh, I'm trying to see if I got, I don't. Sorry, we'll improvise. Don't worry to come back. Or maybe not. There you go. All right. Had me almost worried. Almost. All right. He came back. So we'll fade some of that out. And you just let it dry. Very weird looking bird, I tell you. I'm not even gonna lie. Strange, strange bird. Strange looking bird. Hello, Deidre. All right. We're looking. Oh, yes. Can't forget about you a little bit, believe it or not. We're gonna put that in here with this gray. She's got a little bit of blue. This weird blue right up in here. Why does it have that blue there? Don't ask. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it serves some purpose. But yes, you got that little spot of blue right there. I can't find any other place where that blue is on this thing. But it's pretty much right there. Okay. Okay, let's take a script liner. A little bit of creative license because, you know, I just want you to see his foots. All right. All right. Once again, it's just creative license, just to let you know where his foots are. His little birdie foots. All right, so he's a clamping on to something there. Like so. Creative license, let's give him a little bit of an indentation of a beak. I don't want to, but I will. You don't really see his eye, but we'll give him an indentation of one. Even though you don't necessarily see it. Okay. And maybe we'll, I should wait, but, all right. Something like that. At least you'll see a marking indentation of it at least being somewhere there. All right. Okay. Oh, let's try this. Let's get a little bit of water. We'll put it somewhere around here. Get the tail end of that black there. A touch of blue black. All right, something like this. Do 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 do. Why am I using this brush? Because it gives you kind of a faded out edge, which is why I'm using that. All right, but that's why. Let's take, we'll take the round brush. We'll go into this mix here. All right, and we'll put one right here, one up here. So, okay, dokie then. Let's get some water, some black. Put it back in here for a little bit. And we'll just slightly darken up the shadows here. A little black, a little blue, a lot of water. Twirl my brush around a little bit, and we're just going to darken up those shadows a little bit here. And I'm just outlining. Now that it's dry, I know I can go a little darker with these fellas. Okay. All right. I know you guys won't see it because of the but we're like 98% ready to his shadow friend, yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting bird. Once again, it's pretty let me show you something here. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. I think my bird's a little longer. All right, it's not as pot-bellied as this thing. But there she is, markings and all. Okay. She or he. There we go. All right, let this disappear. And there you have it. I'll put my name on it. So I hope it's all right. I think I'll sneak my initials in here in black. Make it look like part of the wood grain. Why not? Let's go up here with it. I won't be able to do the date, so I have to do the date here. There we go. Well, there you have it, guys. I think I'm going to do something more with his head can be shaped a little bit better back there. Let's see what we can do real quick. round his head up a little bit there. Alright. We'll round his head. Smooth that neck a little bit right here. You always find yourself fine-tuning little things here. Well, thank you, Madonna. Hey, Larry. Thank you, Deidre. Well, guys, there it is. There you have it. Waxwing. Yep. So I'll put Waxwing in the title. Okay. And see, it wasn't too bad. It's because the bird is relatively easy to paint. Okay. It's rather straightforward. It doesn't have any real, well, besides the intricate the colors or whatever, it didn't have any feathers going all over the place or whatnot. So it wasn't really too bad to paint, you know. I don't have much of anything else really to say about it other than thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, those boys were something else. But it was fun to hear them and watch them and have a good time. They were just having pure fun. Nothing wrong with that. They were really having a good time. I would rather watch that on my TV than a whole lot of other stuff. So it was great. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Okay, guys. That is it. Let's see if I can find my outro. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and checking this out. I don't take it for granted. You guys enjoy the rest of your holiday. I shall see you when I see you. I'm gonna take a good look at that email, Doris. I'll get back in touch with you. And until next time, guys, appreciate you. You'll see this on Facebook tonight or Instagram. Of course, I gotta make a brand new thumbnail for this video. So, all right, guys. Peace. I shall see you when I see you.